by this board. And again, it's for the benefit of the public to just have a very clear understanding of what we hold to be true, at least to the extent that the experts in medicine and science contribute.
Also want to add, in the last 14 days alone, 10,452 new cases in Sacramento County to those numbers, showing that we are in no way out of trouble with this, as well as 16 deaths attributed just yesterday. Masks should not be political. Approved vaccines should not be political. Too many times I have seen our public health staff at this dais or at this podium be vilified by members of the public. One of the key functions of this is for this board to have an opportunity to show the utmost support for our public health staff, even if we don't always agree with them. They are experts far more than anyone at this dais, and they deserve our public support, and for us to come out and say so loud and clear.
We do not consent. We do not agree. Your mandatory bigotry, don't tread on me
you have 15
with your
seconds.
tyranny.
Not like the way Mr. Kennedy already told us his mind's made up. He don't want to listen to the people because he thinks he's a god, and he thinks the doctors that he listens to are gods. Shows me how godless you really are, sir. Boy, you and Cern are sociopaths when it comes to politicizing COVID.
There's nothing in this resolution that in any way restricts the public's ability to speak on this topic or any other topic. All this resolution does is express support for the county's health officer and staff, and does nothing to interfere with anyone's First Amendment rights.
We should criticize people who maybe question some of the science or have some hesitation, and we certainly shouldn't be sending a message that there's anything wrong with people having hesitancy in terms of, for cultural reasons or for religious reasons, or just simply reasons that involve a historical distrust of government. And I think, even though that's not the intent of this, there are some portions of this that cause some people to feel that way.
There really isn't much of a legal impact to the resolution. This is simply a statement from the Board of Supervisors about the board's intention with respect to supporting its health staff and promoting science in this issue. And there really, other than that, there really isn't any legal effect to the resolution.
I mean, certainly a resolution can help inform and influence later policy that is adopted or promulgated by this board or by the county, but all this is really a statement of our commonly held beliefs and principles.
But the fact of the matter is that I think it's, again, the general intent and purpose of this to begin with is to make it clear to our constituents what we believe generally to be the facts.
I don't want you to believe more important than what
Please.
That there's two sides to that coin, and it's a slippery slope when you start picking and choosing which county policies we're going to enforce and which ones we're not. I'm pretty clear on that. And the fact that people are in the room right next door, I believe is an accommodation that I find acceptable.
Okay, you never stop pushing for more information when it comes to science. So in my mind, the need for a resolution to say we support public health, maybe it's perceived that I don't support public health, but to me, support means let's bring all the information. I agree that more, scientific data and information, we should have as much of it as possible. Solutions, people say that are said to not really carry weight. It's not like an ordinance or a policy, but when a board votes on a resolution, it establishes that is our board priority in our county. It establishes priorities for how we're making decisions with budget and maybe future policies. It informs future policy making. And it could make a statement to the world that this is the way we think. It could make a statement to our legislature that this is where we're at, and influence how they might look at future policies there. And so I think resolutions are really important. And
Chair, could I just ask a question, though? The question on the call for, but I need to ask council, is there any legal requirement? Okay, I just want to be sure. Okay.
What was your, I'm sorry.
I think the question is there any legal obligation on the Board of Supervisors to open up public comment again? And the answer to that is no.
Okay.
There has been ample opportunity for public comment.
And
These
so,
are material changes. This is basically a gut and amend. We have a right to speak.
okay, thank you.
Frost,
No.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Natoli,
Aye.
Cerna,
Aye.
Desmond.
Aye.
And the motion carries with Supervisor Frost recording a no vote.